Let's see if notifications go out. New title, new show on YouTube. I want to say hello to everyone that's watching on Rumble. You did not get reset. Your notifications obviously went out. And I just want to say, if you're watching on Rumble, thank you for tuning into this show. I can see that you guys are there. So, man, I'm not seeing any notifications on YouTube this morning on any of my channels. That is amazing. The last notification I got was 9:32 a.m., so they were working at 9:32.
Caleb Sliger. We're here.
Caleb, did you get a notification, possibly, on your smartphone device? Or on your browser? How did you know I was live? I see that you're on a YouTube channel.
Caleb Sliger. I just got on and see you started streaming. No notifications though, sorry bud.
Thanks, Caleb.
Billy Ballantyne.
Hey, Billy.
Morning.
Notifications aren't going out, so I have no way of telling my audience that I'm live, and my audience doesn't turn notifications on Twitter for my tweets, so it's not going to work there either. So, you know, we're going to have a very low turnout show, I guess, today.
Lisa Fearney. Good morning, Nate.
Good morning, Lisa. Oh boy. It says 0 viewers. Oh, 7 viewers. Oh, good. Well, 9 viewers. Okay, we've got 18 people watching. 20 people watching. So great. Okay, that's good. So we can do this. Let me just let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that. And I'll put the show numbers up because the show numbers look great. And I like to do this because this can crash my computer, and I always want to see if it's going to crash my computer or if I fix the problem. So far so good. You guys that are coming in from Rumble, thank you. We might disagree on some things, but there's going to be some other things that we agree on. Remember, you're not going to agree with everything that everyone says. So don't hold that against me if I say something you disagree with, okay? You can show me how resilient and strong and willing to work with other people you are over there on Rumble if you stick around and watch the show, you know? It says a good thing for people that might be leaning right, because Rumble is definitely a right-leaning...
Billy Ballantyne. I got notifications. They'll filter in. They go to the church play. They'll be out at high noon to eat Cracker Barrel.
All right, so we're going to have to wait till 1 till they get home from Cracker Barrel. Let me put up the other side here. Hold on here. 9.
Caleb
Wow,
Sliger.
18 people, guys. Thank you so much.
LMAO.
Thank you, guys. 18 people watching. Caleb, Billy, if you guys could chat in Rumble and you say, and I know the chat works because some people are able to chat. Yesterday we had a lot of people chatting. So if you don't like me or you don't want to talk, I get it. It's cool. No problem. But if you do want to say something, understand the chat does work. Just make sure you follow me on Rumble so you can say something. And then if you just want to be nasty and say a nasty comment because you don't like me or you don't like what I'm talking about, and then you want to unfollow me, you can do that too. Just so you can say your little nasty thing and leave. You can snipe me and leave. And you walk out the door and take your subscription with you. But, you know, podcasters are our bread and butter is your subscription. If you're going to subscribe to this channel and you're going to show up to another show. So understand, you know, if you want to see us do good, you'll subscribe, you'll leave thumbs ups, you'll leave comments, you'll share this around on other social media platforms and get more people here. And that always helps, man. So if you guys want to help, that's all we ask. I don't ask for money. And I know that your time is valuable enough. So spend your time here and I'll try to give you some good entertainment, education, enlightenment, fun times. I'll make you think about some things, maybe reconsider some things that you were looking at differently. We're going to be talking on Thursday morning here, 10 a.m. with, I want to get the name of his channel right.
Sean the Orca Guy.
The Willie Bragg Show.
Good morning, Nate.
Good morning, Sean the Orca Guy. Willie Bragg Show is going to be here Thursday morning, 10 a.m. We're going to be discussing free speech absolutism and maybe some other things too. But right now, really, free speech absolutism, that's something that he supports and something that I might not have a full understanding of, and maybe I can learn about it. We'll see how I feel about it after the discussion. Something I've never been comfortable with is, you know, when you let people say anything and everything, a lot of people will. And that can turn out really bad and turn out really ugly. And I have a feeling that Willie would say, well, that's one of the consequences of free speech absolutism. It's not pretty, but then again, some things that are worthwhile aren't pretty, you know. They're not going to work out perfectly the way you want them to, but I could give you an example. We got attacked Pearl Harbor, World War II. It wasn't pretty having to respond to that and jump into World War II. But, you know, thanks to Russia, America was able to win that war. Remember that? Oh, Russia helped us win World War II. What? Russia won World War II for us while we stood by watching. The United States of Cuck America. We stood by and let all them Russians put their lives down for us. And, you know, a lot of Americans died too, but there were way more Russians that died in that war. Just, you know, I like to remind people of history, you know, because that's something that fascists want to take away from us. They want to take our history away, so you forget things like Russia was once our ally. You know, you forget things like we were once putting African Americans, if you had black skin in this country, you were a slave. That wasn't that long ago. Those are the kinds of things that fascists don't want to tell their children in school. History.
Free speech is absolute, but there are consequences. You have the right to say anything, but you may not like what comes after.
Right. Exactly. Well said, Sean. Okay, so you might notice we've got clean glass today. And my dog, my pit bull, is turned into a cold-blooded killer within just a few months. I know. The dog has changed what he lives for. And now all he wants to do is kill something. It's crazy. You see the drive in him, and he just, when something walks by, he looks at it.
Sean the Orca Guy.
He sizes it up, you know.
Love
and you
your
can tell what he's doing. He's like, bro, let me
Rogie.
go. Just let me go, and I will take care of that. And I'm just like, man, so that puts the onus on me now.
Sliger.
I have to step up my game.
Love it. Clean glass equals happy glass.
Shout out to Rogie. Don't let Rogie go rogue, man. Bad things will happen when Rogie goes rogue. So he's not allowed to escape out of the house, man. He knows exactly what he's going to do. He's going to go try to find something to kill. And I'd like to try to prevent that from happening as much as possible, you know? I just don't want him to kill anything.
Sean the
You
Orca
can
guy.
see it in his eyes, man.
I would not want to be on the wrong
Dude.
side of Rogie.
My dog will be like this. My dog will be like this, looking at something, you know, and the hair will raise up on the back of his neck, and I'll go, Rogie, and he'll go like this. Just like that. He won't turn his head at all. He'll keep his head, like his teeth, pointed at the target, and he'll take his eyes and he'll look at me, he'll size
Josh
me up,
G.
and then he'll look right back at what he's
Morning.
looking at. Does it all the time. Did it this morning, man. Gave me that sideways look. He is a boss, bro. My dog is a freaking boss. It's crazy. So cute and short and tiny, and yet so effective, man, you know? And people walk by with big dogs and shit, and they know, bro. They keep their dog far away from mine. They know. It doesn't matter how big your dog is. That dog is a fucking killer,
Josh
bro.
G.
You know? You could just see it in him.
He's got so much personality.
I know he does. He's so cute. He loves being loved on. He loves people. He just wants so bad. He wants so bad for a dog to come up and bite him. He wants it so bad. You could tell. He goes after sticks when he picks up a stick or something. Cyber, are you there? I thought I heard Cyber. He picks up a stick, and if it's got branches that are sticking out that have sharp points, he'll move closer to that. So when he does that, it sticks into the side of his mouth. It feels like something's biting him back, and he likes that. He likes the pain while he's biting something, bro. Psychotic. I don't know how they did that. The breeders of those breeds, how they found animals that were just so focused on killing, and they just kept breeding into that trait, and this is what came out, bro. It is a fucking killing machine. You know, they bred a killing machine. My Beazle. He's so sweet. I love my sweet Beazle. I wish he was here to warm my feet, but he's not. He's in my bed. All right, so anyway, dogs are fun. We're going to talk about, we've got a lot to talk about, guys. So let me get started with the bong rip here and say thank you all for taking time out of your day to come in here and spend it watching this show. I know it's a long-running show. I know you can't spend the whole show here, and that's fine. When you come in, if you can leave a comment and contribute, great. If you can't, great. It doesn't matter. I want you all to know I so appreciate you being here and making these numbers what they are today. I was not able to do this a year or two ago, and you guys have changed my life. All of you, every single one of you that shows up makes my life better. I want you to know that. So thanks for tuning in. Whether you agree with me or not, I want you to know I really appreciate that you're here.
Billy
okay?
Valentine.
Love you guys. Cheers.
Tell the neighbors the opposite. If one gets scared, they could complain and call him a problem dog. So tell them he's a teddy bear. Been through it before.
Rogie is a teddy bear. But as soon as a dog does this to him, postures up, that goes away. His hair raises up on his shoulders and he's ready to kill it. He looks at a dog and he's like, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to grab you by your face. I'm going to crush your face.
2 dogs will get me to check myself. A pit and a Rottweiler. Sean the Orca guy.
It's like a program that you
I
can't delete.
appreciate you, Nay, for hosting this awesome podcast.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you for
Let's
saying
do
that,
the
man. It's
guitar
very
jam.
nice of you.
Moo.
Moo Cyber!
Hey, bro.
Hey, man. I'm sorry I woke you up if I woke you up with all my screaming and yelling.
No, you didn't. I haven't been sleeping.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Francesco
I
Moro.
literally came in. I said, you might want to mute
No.
your headphones. I'm about to go live. I didn't hear you back. So we have got people that are starting to take notice of Ron DeSantis, and there's articles, and this one guy wrote this thing. It says Ron DeSantis will never become president because people are starting to find out what kind of a person he is. And I'm like, yeah, in a perfect world, that should have happened to Donald Trump too. Once people found out what kind of a person he was, and he went on to become president of the United States, and then he went on to, try to overthrow the election. And then when I put up that video or that title yesterday, and it said Trump claims he's going to be arrested, blah blah blah. You would not believe the comments that came in from Rumble after the show went up on Rumble. When it was, I get it. When people don't want to see me live, they don't want to confront me live. You'll see the Rumble numbers go up and down, up and down, up and down. And then when the show goes off, that's when those fucking cockroaches crawl out of the woodwork and start typing messages to me and say, Donald Trump has done so much for so many people. He's created so many jobs. He's a job creator. Why can't they see that? Why can't they see the good that the man does? Hitler created a lot of jobs too, man. Fucking in the army. How many people did he employ? They were murderers. People that locked Jews up and gassed them were getting paid to do that, bro. Those were great jobs. There's good and bad in everything, but if you can't do the scale thing, we're going to have a big problem. You're going to have to be able to weigh the good with the bad. I got clean glass. There's an article in the paper, I refused to read it. My mom's like, you should read this. It talks about how people overuse the analogy to Hitler and the Nazis, how everyone today is Hitler, everyone today is Nazis. And it takes the power away from how horrible the Nazis were. And I'm like, no, it doesn't, Mom. I'm like, we are literally in 1933 Germany right now. It's a very good comparison. You don't realize it because you're the frog that's in the warm water that's being turned on to boil. But she's not going to see that. Nobody really sees it. And by saying that using the Hitler-Nazi comparison is taking away from it proves to me that she doesn't realize how bad it really is. I said to her, Mom, Ron DeSantis is as bad as Adolf Hitler. His followers are as bad as Nazis. It's a good comparison. It's a perfect comparison. Like I said, just go back before they started gassing the Jews, okay? Before that, what were they doing? Well, they were burning books. What are we doing? Oh, well, we're burning books. What else are they doing? Well, they're trying to exclude different groups from different things. What are we doing here? We're trying to exclude different groups from different things. Well, what did they do? Well, they ostracized groups of people. Well, what are we doing? We're ostracizing groups of people. Welcome to 1933, 34, 35 Germany, man. The Nazis had to get their start somewhere, and guess what? We're doing the exact same thing, man. And if you're a Republic cunt that follows Ron DeSantis and Donald Trump, you guys are the fucking problem. You guys are the fucking Nazis. It's a good comparison. And if you don't agree with the comparison,
gaslighting simpletons for listeners is also Hitler-esque.
Yes.
Caleb Sliger.
Yes. Gaslighting
You're
is.
100%
Good thing
correct.
I'm not gaslighting. Good thing I'm being completely honest and telling the truth. And I was just about to lay down an example of it. But my mom just walked in the door. But I don't want to get her upset, so we'll smoke. So, Rob, are you accusing me of gaslighting in a little sideways, cutesy wootsy little way? Is that what you're doing? So you're saying I'm lying? I'm lying to my audience?
Billy Ballantyne. Who? Hunting rabbits.
Rob Cap, if I don't know who you are. I've never seen you on my show before. If I'm misunderstanding what you said, feel free to straighten me out here. Maybe
people so quickly
maybe
want
you're not
to
trying to
relate the
attack me.
analogy to the most gruesome parts of the event when we're comparing the beginnings of these things. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah, you got to remember, dude, the Nazi movement started somewhere. It didn't just, hey man, we're loading them onto trains and gassing them in ovens. It didn't start like that. It started like this. It started like circa 2020, what is this, 2023? Jesus Christ, I don't even know the date. Circa 2023, Orlando, Florida, Tallahassee, Florida. And boom, 1933 Nazi Germany. Oh, everything's nice. Everyone's cordial. We're all getting along. We got this weird leader, and he's saying weird things, but a lot of people support him because, he's protecting their precious children. Your precious children are being protected. You know, from the evil people, from the groomers. Don't fall for it. I warned you when we had the discussion a month ago on here. I said, I know all of you K through 3 motherfuckers out there. You're like, that's the first step. I said, then they're going to go 3 through the high school. Then they're going to go to college. Then they're going to start knocking on your fucking door. Well, guess what? They've already made it through the colleges, and they're already knocking on the doors of prisoners that are trans. Nope, can't get trans surgery if you're a prisoner, if you're a fucking felon. Nope, can't do it. Why? Why? That's kind of weird, isn't it? That's not part of the punishment of the law they broke. Them sitting in jail is the punishment. Not being able to, transition into what they want to be.
Caleb Sliger.
That wasn't in the law. That wasn't written
You
in as
should
the
be
punishment.
protecting your
These
children
motherfuckers
from
are
these
writing that in as
murderers.
punishment now. Into the
Josh
laws.
G.
No more trans.
100-year gap. and
Can't
we
get the
repeat
surgery.
history.
Can't use the pills. Can't do anything. They start with the
1923,
kids,
I'm
but they're
sure
going to work
had
their way
something to
up.
do with 1943, so I'm totally with you, pal. You always call it before it happens.
Well, I'm sorry, man, because this is one of the worst things I've ever had to call. I mean, this is worse than fucking global climate. What's going on with our fires and our melting glaciers and our rising sea levels, the acidifying oceans, the frickin' the warming oceans, and the goddamn kelp coming in, and the frickin' weird weather patterns like we've never seen. Cold where it's supposed to be hot, hot where it's supposed to be cold. We're not prepared for this, man. Our infrastructure is crumbling. And we're not going to be able to keep up. It's just a matter of time, man. I mean, people saw this thing, what was happening with the banks the last week, as this is it. This is it. And what did I say? This ain't it, right? I was like, I'm keeping my money in the banks. I'm keeping my money in crypto. This ain't it. You'll know when it happens because I won't be on the internet anymore. I won't be here to warn you guys about it. You'll go to try to turn on YouTube and YouTube will be down. You won't have a connection to me anymore. And you'll be like, dude, that shit that Nay warned us. What did he say?
Caleb Sliger.
Water, power,
Slow
shelter,
dancing in a burning room.
guns, food, rice. Damn, why didn't I buy rice? What am I going to do? Too late. Where are you going to go buy rice then, I got you all set up. You guys you've got access to all of those shows. It's all up right now. Go back and educate yourselves. Learn how to survive. Learn how to stay alive. My mother thinks I'm silly for wanting to get solar on this house. She absolutely refuses. It's ugly. I go, you know what's not ugly? Having your lights on when everybody else's power is out. Who cares about a fucking couple of glass panels up on your roof or in your backyard? Who fucking cares?
Josh G. But you're in the Sunshine State.
I am in the Sunshine State. We don't have any sunshine today. It's a cloudy, sad, dreary day. Cold, 52 degrees outside. I was out there, no shoes, shorts, and a frickin' this thin little t-shirt, and I was freezing. My neighbors came out there with the Great Dane, and they were like, you must be freezing. I was like, I am so cold right now. I was like, I was supposed to be out here for all of 1 minute. My dog will not go to the bathroom. And I've been out here for a half hour, and my feet, my ankles, my knees, everything felt like icicles, bro. Just went, because of the little bit of humidity that's down, and it just goes, that cold just goes right through you. It could be 35 degrees in California. You just walk outside in freaking underwear, and you don't even care, dude, because you barely feel it. But in Florida, man, everyth's harsher because of the humidity. It just carries it. It carries the weather into you, Still not completely 100% acclimated to it, but I'm getting there. Anyway, Cyber.
Yeah.
How you doing? You ready to smoke?
Yeah, I can smoke.
I got this gorgeous glass all cleaned up with the pit bull. I'm ready when you are.
I'm packed.
Okay, thank you to everyone that watches the show, taking the time out of your days to spend it with us. I know I go long 3 times a day, sometimes hours.
Caleb
And I know you
Sliger.
can't spend it all with us, so
Cheers,
for
guys.
whatever time you can spend with us, thank you guys
Josh
so
G.
much. Cheers to everybody.
Cheers.
Cyber, cheers. Josh, Caleb, everybody in the chats, Billy Ballantyne over here on the Rumble Sphere. I know you guys are having a problem communicating over there, but same to y'all. Cheers.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
Nay's got big lungs and he cannot lie. Bong hit like that would make most people cry. I saw one dude die when he saw me take this giant sigh.
Caleb Sliger. Cough, cough.
No cough. No cough. Smooth. I could teach you, but I'd have to charge. That is the one thing I don't do, man. I do not charge. I give you free information. I'll tell you how to take that bong rip like a champ. How to expand your lungs, increase your lung capacity. Is it possible to increase your lung capacity? Yes, that is a fact that you can do that. They've proven it over and over and over again. They've got these little meters that you can blow into or suck, and it shows a little ball inside that floats as long as you're blowing. And if you're increasing your lung capacity, you can do that longer and longer and longer and longer. And just by using one of those, you will increase your capacity. Really, it's not a very expensive thing. It's like a lung
Caleb Sliger.
breath pressure meter or something.
Swimmer's lungs.
But I can teach you all the tricks. So if you ever have questions or anything, I teach people how to blow smoke rings. People watched my show for years and could never figure out how to blow smoke rings, and one day they just asked me, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's easy. You're trying too hard. You're blowing too hard. You're blowing way too hard. And then they're like, I'm still trying. It's not working. I'm like, listen to me. You're blowing way too hard. And they're like, boom, smoke ring. They're like, oh, I got it.
The fun part is when I make smoke rings, I don't blow at all.
You just let them go out of your mouth?
I kind of use my underjaw and the underjaw kind of go back in a click.
Yep.
And
that's it.
Push out the smoke
It's
ring.
the lightest, tiny little puff of air that his mouth is creating while doing that action. That's it. It's like you're trying too hard. You're blowing too hard. Exactly. Don't blow. That's it. Don't blow. Blow the smoke ring and do not blow air. And boom, you'll get it. It'll go out as a circle. Your mouth is a round thing, so it's going to come out as a circle almost every time.
Actually, if you eat hot food, you can blow the steam out of your mouth with smoke rings also.
Yes, and I have a video on this show. It's on my computer. We were having it for a while, of a smoke ring that I blew in the mist in the morning a few months ago outside, and I had my camera, and I noticed I was blowing mist rings with the humidity, and so I blew a mist ring, and it was so big and beautiful, and it slow, and I got the whole thing on video. It was nice. Then we put all those colors on it, made it look cool as shit. It's on a bunch of my videos, my uploads from like a month ago, maybe more. Took it down. So the whole market's down. If you guys want to look at it, it's not bad. It's great news. This is the best news you've ever heard. Are you ready for this? The market is down and Bitcoin is at 27.4. Look at the red. Look at how everything is in the red, right? So you ready for the good news? Well, OMG is at 28%. The good news, and look, storage is number 2, everybody. My pick, storage, STORJ. It's number 2 on our list out of 50 cryptos. I'm pretty happy about that. So I picked some good ones, guys. I don't get a lot of credit. A lot of crypto people don't come in here. I don't know why I turn off crypto people so much. Isn't that weird? I don't get it. I don't get why crypto people don't come in. Like, I don't have this massive following of people that just love crypto, that want to come in and talk about crypto and making money, learn how to trade, learn how to make money, and blah, blah, blah. But if I did, they'd be pretty impressed with my picks, bro. I think they'd be pretty impressed with the fact that this trade is at $11,249.
Rob Cap.
I think they'd be impressed with the fact that I made
Ship
$11,000.
for life, LOL.
Shiba Inu. Rob, you're back. Yo, dude, weren't you saying that I was gaslighting before and then you didn't answer me? Gaslighting simpletons for listeners is also Hitler-esque. Were you accusing me of gaslighting my audience?
Rob Cap.
Yeah.
Yes.
In what way was I gaslighting? What was I saying to you that you felt was a lie, that I was trying to convince my audience of a false narrative that I wanted them to believe, which is what gaslighting is?